Hello students, welcome back to the channel. Students, as you all know, in last lecture we have seen about nutrition in animals. I mean human being. Today we will see the nutrition in ruminants. So students, first of all, what is ruminants? So ruminants means plant eating animals. The animals which eat plant are known as ruminants. So okay students, let us see the nutrition in ruminants. Page number is 26. Sorry. Nutrition in ruminants. Page number is 26. Name of the textbook is Science Horizon by Oxford School Education. Okay students, let us start. Pay attention in page number 26. Plant eating animals such as cows and buffaloes swallow large portion of food at a time, which they bring back into the mouth to chew. The process by which the ingested food is brought up to the mouth to be chewed again is called rumination. Animals that carry out rumination are called ruminants. Sheep, goat, cow and buffalo are common ruminants. Let us study the nutrition in ruminants. So what is ruminants? You know, plants eating animals. Okay, they eat plant, like example is cow, buffalo. They eat plants. Okay, like grass also they eat. So what they do? They swallow large amount of food. They swallow large amount of food and this food, swallowed food, goes into the stomach, and after some time again from the stomach this food goes into the mouth. So this process is known as rumination, and this type of process which takes place in the animals, such animals are known as ruminants. Again I am repeating students, whenever this ruminants like cow and buffalo take in food inside their mouth, directly they will not chew the food. What they will do? They will swallow the food, and that swallowed food will go into the stomach. After some time, from the stomach, the food is sent back to the mouth, and at that time the food is chewed. So this process is known as rumination, and this type of process which takes place in the animals, such animals are known as ruminants. I hope it is clear to you. We have seen in human beings, when we take food inside our mouth, at that time we chew the food, isn't it? And then it goes into the esophagus, and then stomach, small intestine, large intestine. The food will not come back into the mouth. It happens with you. What is your answer? No, obviously not. In human being it is not taking place. It takes place in the ruminants because they eat grass, and grass is having cellulose, that's why. Okay, so these animals are known as ruminants, and process is known as rumination. Let us see the nutrition in ruminants. So first step is ingestion. Okay, let us see. So I hope the word ingestion is clear to you, as this word we have already seen in nutrition in human beings. What is ingestion? Ingestion means when we take the food inside our mouth, in. Okay, we are taking in. What we are taking in? We are taking in food. Where we are taking in the food? We are taking in food in our mouth. So that is ingestion. Okay, students, pay attention in ingestion. Ruminants have strong front teeth that help to pull out grasses. Okay, ruminants are having strong teeth. You know, ruminants eat grass. We don't eat grass. So for pulling the grass out, ruminants are having strong teeth. Second point, as the animal chews the food, so saliva gets mixed with it. Animal chews the food, and at that time what will happen? Saliva gets mixed with the food. Means when the ruminants are chewing the food, at that time what will get mixed? Saliva. In human being also this thing takes place, isn't it? When we are chewing the food, at that time saliva from salivary gland gets mixed. Ruminants have big chewing teeth because grass is difficult to chew and digest. Now why they are having big teeth? Because grass is very difficult to digest and chew also. That's why they are having long teeth. Once again I am repeating. What is ingestion? Ingestion means taking in food in our mouth. Okay, that is ingestion. Now talking about ruminants. Ruminants are having strong teeth. Why? They need strong teeth to pull out the grass, also to chew the grass, also to digest the grass. That's why they require long and strong teeth. Second thing, when they chew the food, at that time saliva gets mixed with the food. Isn't it? So this is ingestion. Now next is digestion. Okay, students, pay attention in digestion. While feeding, a ruminant does not chew the food properly. I already told you. It swallows the partially chewed food which passes down to the long food pipe into the stomach, as shown in the digestive system of a ruminating animal. So what will happen, students? When the food is taken in the mouth, okay, at that time the ruminants chew the food partially. They will chew the food partially. यानी पूरा का पूरा फूड वो च्यू नहीं करते हैं, आधा ही च्यू करते हैं फूड. ठीक है, पार्शियल यानी आधा. फिर आधा जो च्यू किया हुआ फूड है वो कहाँ जाएगा? लॉन्ग ट्यूब में. ठीक है, लॉन्ग ट्यूब के बाद वो जाएगा स्टमक में. ठीक है, वंस अगेन माउथ में जो वो फूड लेंगे तब क्या होगा? एट द टाइम व्हाट विल हैपन? दे विल च्यू द फूड पार्शली मीन्स नॉट कंप्लीटली, आधा ही च्यू करेंगे. आफ्टर दैट द फूड पासिस इनटू द लॉन्ग ट्यूब एंड देन फ्रॉम लॉन्ग ट्यूब इट पासिस टू द स्टमक. ठीक है, बाद में कहाँ जाएगा? स्टमक में. नेक्स्ट, ruminants have a special stomach which is suitable for rumination. ruminant के पास स्पेशल स्टमक होता है ताकि जो ये ग्रास जैसी चीज़ें ये लोग ईट करते हैं वो अच्छे से डाइजेशन हो जाए. The ruminant stomach has 4 चैम्बर. अंडरलाइन. कितने चैम्बर होते हैं? 4 चैम्बर. 4 चैम्बर दे आर हैविंग ruminants. So ruminants are having how many chambers? They are having 4 chambers. Okay, let us see one by one. So first chamber is rumen. The name of the first chamber is rumen. This is the largest chamber of the stomach. It stores large quantities of partially chewed food Food is partially digested in the rumen. This food is called curd and is brought back to the mouth for further chewing and re-swallowing. This process is called curd chewing. A large number of microorganisms are present in the rumen, which help in the breakdown of fiber present in the food. Students, talking about the rumen is the largest chamber of the stomach. ठीक है, अभी मैंने आपको बताया कितने चैम्बर होते हैं रूमिनेंट में, 4 चैम्बर। स्टमक के अंदर 4 चैम्बर होंगे रूमिनेंट एनिमल के पास। फर्स्ट जो चैम्बर है वो है रूमेन जो है लार्जेस्ट चैम्बर है ऑफ स्टमक। जो पार्शली डाइजेस्टेड फूड है, ठीक है, पार्शली डाइजेस्टेड फूड फ्रॉम माउथ, partially digested food from mouth goes into rumen and it is stored there। ठीक है, जो भी माउथ में पार्शली डाइजेस्टेड फूड था वो कहाँ जाएगा, रूमेन में जाएगा और वहां पे क्या हो जाता है, स्टोर्ड। क्या हो जाएगा, स्टोर हो जाएगा। फिर डाइजेशन होगा, डाइजेशन ऑफ दिस पार्शली डाइजेस्टेड फूड विल टेक प्लेस, सॉरी हियर इट विल बी च्यूड। See, once again I am repeating, rumen is the largest chamber. What is the function of rumen? In rumen, partially chewed food from mouth is stored in it। ठीक है, जो भी पार्शली च्यूड फूड था मैंने आपको बताया था, माउथ में से लॉन्ग ट्यूब में जा रहा है, लॉन्ग ट्यूब में से स्टमक में जा रहा है। स्टमक के अंदर जो रूमेन है वहाँ स्टोर हो जाएगा एंड देयर इट विल गेट डाइजेस्टेड, वहाँ डाइजेशन होगा उसका। डाइजेशन में कुछ बैक्टीरिया भी हेल्प करेंगी। सम ऑफ द बैक्टीरियाज आर प्रेजेंट इन द रूमेन दैट विल हेल्प इन डाइजेशन। ठीक है, उसके बाद क्या होगा, फिर से वो फूड जो है चला जाएगा वापस माउथ में। फिर से क्या होगा, वो फूड विल गो इनटू द माउथ। सो दैट टाइप ऑफ फूड इज नोन एज कर्ड। द फूड दैट इज गोइंग बैक इनटू द माउथ, दैट फूड इज नोन एज कर्ड। ओके, सो फ्रॉम माउथ partially chewed food goes into the rumen. In rumen it gets digested by bacteria. Okay, and again this food will go into mouth and this food is known as curd. I hope it is clear to you. Okay students, now next chamber is reticulum. Okay, first chamber is, name of the first chamber is rumen. The name of the second chamber of stomach is known as reticulum. It helps in moving the swallowed food back into the mouth for further chewing. Whatever the digested food is there in the stomach, from stomach it will go into mouth, that we know. But who will help to go, who will help for passing food from stomach to mouth? This reticulum will help. ठीक है, रेटिकुलम के वजह से जो भी पार्शली डाइजेस्टेड फूड है स्टमक में वो इजीली कहाँ जाएगा, फिर से माउथ में जाएगा। कौन हेल्प करेगा, रेटिकुलम। नेक्स्ट इज ओमेसम। सो स्टूडेंट्स, ओमेसम इज अ स्मॉलेस्ट चैम्बर। It absorbs water from the food. ठीक है, ओमेसम का क्या काम है? इट एब्जॉर्ब्स वाटर फ्रॉम द फूड. Okay, and it also help to digest the food. So once again, omesum, it is the smallest chamber. What is its function? Omesum will absorb the water and it will digest the food also. This is the function of omesum. Fourth and the last chamber is abomesum. The walls of abomesum secrete juices that digest the food. तो एबोमेसम की जो वॉल्स होती हैं, वॉल्स में से क्या सीक्रेट होता है? जूसेस सीक्रेट होता है, डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस. उस डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस के वजह से जो भी फूड है वो क्या हो जाएगा? डाइजेस्ट हो जाएगा. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Note it down, students, this important points. Okay, students, now what will happen? Turn the page 28. Now students, this digested food, ठीक है, एबोमेसम से जो डाइजेस्टेड फूड है वो कहाँ जाएगा? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में. और स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन विल गेट द जूसेस फ्रॉम पैंक्रियास एंड लीवर. और डाइजेशन ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, फैट, प्रोटीन टेक्स प्लेस इन स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट विल हैपन? जो भी डाइजेस्टेड फूड है एबोमेसम में से कहाँ जाएगा? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में. ठीक है, एबोमेसम में से डाइजेस्टेड फूड जाएगा स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में. स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन विल रिसीव जूसेस फ्रॉम लीवर एंड पैंक्रियास. पैंक्रियास और लीवर क्या करेंगी? वो जूसेस देंगी, डाइजेस्टिव जूसेस. किसको देंगी? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन को. सो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन विल रिसीव जूसेस फ्रॉम पैंक्रियास एंड लीवर. एज द रिजल्ट, डाइजेशन ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट, फैट एंड प्रोटीन takes place in small intestine. Okay, another thing, small intestine has a hair-like structure. That hair-like structure is known as villi. ठीक है, ह्यूमन बीइंग में कैसे स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर था जिसे विलाई कहते हैं, वैसे ही र्यूमिनेंट्स में भी स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होगा, that is known as villi. What is the function of villi? Villi will absorb the digested food. Okay, villi will absorb the digested food. So that is known as absorption. Assimilation means अभी ये जो डाइजेस्टेड फूड है, एब्जॉर्ब्ड फूड है, वो हर एक सेल ऑफ द बॉडी तक पहुंचेगा. That is known as assimilation. और फाइनली लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में जो भी फैट्स होंगे, कचरा होगा, इट विल गो आउट फ्रॉम द बॉडी थ्रू एनस. सो दैट इज इजिएशन. Okay, once again I am repeating, डाइजेशन हो गया, ठीक है, डाइजेशन, कंप्लीट डाइजेशन हो गया स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में। उसके बाद क्या होगा, एब्जॉर्प्शन होगा, एब्जॉर्प्शन। तो स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन के पास हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है जिसे कहते हैं विलाई, वो एब्जॉर्ब करेगा, ठीक है, न्यूट्रिएंट्स जो एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे, वो न्यूट्रिएंट्स हर एक सेल तक पहुंचेंगे, हर एक पार्ट ऑफ बॉडी तक पहुंचेंगे, जिससे बोलते हैं एसिमिलेशन। और फाइनली जो भी वेस्ट मटेरियल होगा लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में से एनएस तक जाएगा और एनएस से बॉडी के बाहर चला जाएगा। सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट न्यूट्रिशन इन ruminants. I hope it is clear. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me while sending the homework. Whole nutrition in ruminants you are supposed to write in the homework. Okay students, so meet you in the next lecture. Till then, bye, take care.